But anyway, let's go ahead and get to the second video so we can make more fun of these people.
I didn't come back to the lab until winter break was over, hoping that the large influx of people would somehow prevent me from ever seeing him again. That did not happen. On my first day back, I was in the break room making some toast when this guy walks in. Oh no, I thought, knowing that a confrontation was probably inevitable and that I thought to apologize for my crass comment. But instead, I frantically looked away and focused on putting peanut butter on my toast, because if I do that, he can't see me, right? That didn't happen again. Instead, he came up right next to me, smiled, and said, "Hey OP, how was your break?" I looked up awkwardly and told him it was fine. Mainly, I just stayed on campus and worked at the lab. He told me that he basically did the same, but he went to see his family for a couple of days. He didn't bring up what happened either, thank God. Then he said something along the lines of, "Is that all you're having for lunch?" And I was like, yeah. I didn't come back to the lab until winter break was over, hoping that the large influx of people would somehow prevent me from ever seeing him again. That did not happen. On my first day back, I was in the break room making some toast when this guy walks in. Oh no, I thought, knowing that a confrontation was probably inevitable and that I thought to apologize for my crass comment. But instead, I frantically looked away and focused on putting peanut butter on my toast, because if I do that, he can't see me, right? That didn't happen again. Instead, he came up right next to me, smiled, and said, "Hey OP, how was your break?" I looked up awkwardly and told him it was fine. Mainly, I just stayed on campus and worked at the lab. He told me that he basically did the same, but he went to see his family for a couple of days. He didn't bring up what happened either, thank God. Then he said something along the lines of, "Is that all you're having for lunch?" And I was like, yeah, I was in a rush and I forgot to pack something. Then he said, "Oh, I was gonna go grab something to eat at such and such place. You wanna come with?" I was like, oh, that smooth bastard. I tried not reading into it and brushed it off as him being nice, so I said sure, and we went. Well, we ended up having a great lunch. Inevitably, as we were on our way back, he finally made a crack and was like, "So tell me, after our lunch today, how many seconds do you think I spent staring at you?" I literally just looked at him blankly with my jaw dropped before he chuckled out, "It has to be a lot longer than 6 seconds at a time, right? That has to mean I like you." Even with my shock, I managed to laugh and make a wisecrack back at him. Well, tomorrow is our 1-month anniversary, and we have not done the butt stuff. He told me after a couple of weeks that although he appreciated my comment, he is not into that. Looks like I'll be retaining my butt virginity, and I managed to get a super cute, intelligent, and kind boyfriend out of this whole ordeal.
This story just so Saved by the Bell. My God, bruh. I was making some toast so I wouldn't have to like acknowledge him, and he still came and spoke to me. Like he could still see me, and then he offered to take me to lunch. Can you believe he offered to take me to lunch? Like, how did he know that we were gonna have a lunch break later? And then we went to lunch, and he was a nice person. And this one of them people do that. Your friend, you know that friend that can't tell a story to say they like this. That friend. Oh, let me tell you what happened to me today. But girl, this what happened to me today. I met a person after I was eating toast, and it was so funny. And then we had a good lunch, and now he's my boyfriend.
And I retained my butt virginity.
Yes, we still don't do butt sex.
Okay, you know what? I believe that absolutely this is real, but this is somebody
I think it's
so
real.
young.
They're just young-minded, which is good. That's why I think that part's adorable.
You just think it's real. You just think it's a Saved by the Bell mentality that's going on right now. The college years, apparently.
Yeah,
early
this is Big Bang Theory.
college.
This is an episode of Big
This
Bang
is
Theory.
you went to Bayside or this
Huh?
college?
I
Well,
mean,
this was.
she
I mean,
said
the conversation
19.
would have happened at Bayside. But what I'm saying is, this is that kind of thing. Just this could have been a subline in Greece if it was made today. You know what I'm saying? Like this is just two young people who are socially awkward. Actually, the only one socially awkward here is her because he knew what to do.
Right.
He knew what to do.
He was
And
smooth.
he did it exactly right.
Sis, let me explain something to you. And apparently, I don't need to now since y'all 1 month anniversary. First of all, side note, stop that shit. That's not an anniversary.
It is if they want it to be.
You dated for 1 month. Just say that. Stop that. Cut it out.
She might not have had a real boy. From the sounds of it, she ain't never had no real boyfriend.
So here's what we need to do.
She took her cousin to the prom.
We need to bring yourself back. We need to bring you into reality. We need to bring you into reality. It's not a 6
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. It's not a month anniversary. It's not a 6 month anniversary. You could do a year. You could do 2 years. That's what an anniversary is. It's not. It's longevity. It's like
leave these little dorks alone.
Man,
that's what's wrong with folks.
Little dorks. They're college.
They are
kids.
little dorks.
They're
little dorks.
They're kids.
And they should be allowed to experience little dorkdom.
Yep.
That she has probably never had a real boyfriend, and he has probably had a couple of girlfriends, but she ain't never had a boyfriend the way she talking. Like I said, this is a girl who went to prom with her cousin.
He left.
Okay.
He left the door open for you after hearing what you were saying, lady. That was your
right
there. But I'll go what this was saying. If you ain't experienced that before.
Right. It sounds like cute little kid stuff. So I'm saying that they are acting, well, correction, not that she is acting like someone should act in middle school and high school because she was probably so focused on her education, so focused on what she wanted to do, that she didn't do that part when she was at that age. So here she is in the latter part of college, and she's starting to experience what life is beyond just her studies. So the experience of dating a boy is new to her. So, hey, 2 months relationship, clap. First, and also,